Peace family, welcome to day 5. We are almost done, which is a phase 1, because again, this is about practicing for every day, forevermore, of this notion of self-love and a commitment to self-love. But Venus is going to go direct tomorrow, so we are on day 5, leading into our day 6. I am so proud of us. I am so proud of us because I'm telling you, this transformation, this feeling, wow. And I am very moved by everyone that is, on board and reaching out and sharing and, just expressing their process and the journey through this. So we're going to be working with Priestesses of the Light deck, again aligning with Divine Feminine energy, 7 Souls of Ra, Heart Chakra alignment, and activating the energy with Heart Healer, Self-Love, Witchcraft Wand. See which one resonates, and we'll see for day 5, going into our rituals for today, what is for you, what to keep in mind forevermore, not just for today, but it'll definitely add some support as you go forward. If you chose the mini diamond, your message is: go with the flow. Number 25 goes to number 7. Go with the flow, letting go, cleansing, receiving. We know that this is a huge lesson that our rituals have helped us with, that we have been paying attention to in regards to our mirror work, our release, and, the burning ritual, and all it is that just helps us move forward. That helps us let go, that helps us purge, that helps us detoxify, purify, fortify. Again, all of the alignments that are coming through in the Deck-A-Day readings for this week, for these particular challenges or again, commitments, right? We keep things that roll off the tongue, and how we have to change the narrative. It hasn't been a challenge. It really hasn't. It's about a commitment, and it is about going with that flow, and that's why the commitments and the suggestions given can always be modified. And I was, from the first, before we started the first day, I was honest about and transparent about, go with your flow. Do it on whatever time in that day works for you, with your schedule, because that's also part of self-love, of not feeling like you have to be forced into something, that it has to feel right, that you have to be in a place where you can receive. Because if you feel like you're forcing yourself to do something on somebody else's timeline, then you're not fully receiving whatever message, right? And if we're on this commitment and on this journey and going through these rituals, they are going to be more cleansing and cathartic and empowering if you are able to receive them fully, right? So this notion of going with the flow has definitely been important and, very, very clear right off the start of how important it is to know what your flow is. And the more we flow love into ourselves, again, this is also that go with the flow, is that pouring into yourself, filling up your cup and letting others drink of the overflow, right? So when we are empowered to decide what our flow is, the more empowered we are, and the more we have to give ourselves. And also in deciding and dictating our own day and choosing that day is me first, that's empowering. That is a flow that's going to keep the flow of emotions, the flow of water, what water does in terms of representing our emotions, that's going to continue to flow through. Abundance is going to flow through. Self-love and supreme love and all of the best kind of love and abundance that we are looking for is going to flow through on the onset of choosing to flow that into ourselves first, to pour that into ourselves first. So definitely, again, it's an energy of releasing, of washing away, right? Tomorrow we're going to do our spiritual bath, which is like kind of the conclusion in a sense that really soaks up all of the goodness that we've done, for the past, past few days and such. And that's part of this energy that's giving us this direction of the flow. When you're in the bath, think about the water, think about that water manifesting, power and energy. I brought in the notion of water manifesting, whether we're drinking our teas and, our morning water or whatever it is that we're doing as our detox is happening through this as well. And use water, it's powerful. And we are made up of over 70% water. So we can also speak that kind of life and manifestation into ourselves, into our bodies. And again, that action, backing it up with self-love, it seals the deal. It seals the deal. And that bath is a soak with intention. You soak with the intention of continuing the practice and commitment to yourself and to making sure that what you want to flow through to you is getting that same vibrational message. If you chose the mirror, then your message is Divine Feminine and another number 7. We had 27, and now we're going to the sacred number 7, direct. Divine Feminine, magnetic receptive power, receiving. This is all aligned. In the extended reading, I also mentioned that this energy, this is nurturing mother energy, this is the receptor energy, the receiving energy. We are the receivers, right? This is the energy that we are. So to be in that power, the fact that we're saying that receiving is power. There's power in receiving. It is real because it's in the receiving that creates life, right? When we receive that seed, we are the earth and the sun and the rain and the wind, everything that is needed to now make that seed come to fruition. This is that number 6 energy, why Venus rules it in regards to the pregnancy that 6 represents, the creation, the creatrix. This is creatrix energy. Again, imagining the number 6, imagining her with the belly. That's the number 6, right? So when we bring in that notion of being receptive and the power in that, it reminds us that is divine feminine energy. That is the epitome of divine feminine energy, and why, again, we are all aligned with that, male, female, whatever it may be. And that we need to tap into that. And the best way to tap into that is self-love, is aligning with that notion of I see me, I love me, I'm beautiful, I deserve, yada, 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 which we are going to, that we've, through this process, have really realized what we need, what we want, what we deserve, and not settling. And when we realize that, we're like, but wait a minute, I'm not even doing that for me. I'm not doing that on a consistent basis. How can I expect somebody else to do that? How do I just come and give this letter and be like, here, this is what I need, this is what I want, figure it out? When we're still trying to figure it out, when we are not even a priority, consistently in regards to that practice. So practice that power, that receptive power, and give yourself love. You are the giver and the receiver when it comes to self-love, right? As the receiver, in terms of love from someone else, you're just a receiver. But this is a time to practice every day, not just today and not just the past 5 days and going forward or till tomorrow, for every day and evermore. Practice being your own giver, being a receiver from yourself, because that is the practice of self-love, giving and receiving in regards to self. If you chose the large diamond, your message is loss, lack, another 7, 3, and 4. This is powerful. Every single card is a 7. Look up the symbology, the numerology in 7, the sacredness of 7. Again, we're aligning with 7 souls of Ra. We think about the 7 chakras. We think about all of the things that are sacredly aligned, that have 7 centers, that are centered on the sacred number of 7, the mastery of the number 7. So these 7s coming through right now is a message in itself. This notion of loss and lack, fear and victimization, if you got this card, then you have to go back to our extended readings or remember, because you may still be struggling with the things that you know you need to release in order to fully and truly love yourself. This is 3 of Swords energy that came up in that foundation reading in part 1 of the extended, as well as the 5 of Pentacles, loss and lack. are literally those cards. So when we are focused on loss and lack, staying and choosing to be in the dark, not filling ourselves up the way that we need to, we know what that feels like. And especially now being on day 5, you know what the alternative is. You know what you've been missing. You know what you've been doing. You know what you need to release. And you may be struggling right now because there's a lot of things that you just, again, want to do, or you're habitually doing it, or you feel like you're stuck, or you feel like, these are all fear and victimization states of mind. This is where we have to remember the infinite mind that we have and that we're capable of, and Sekhmet energy that came through in regards to being strong enough. You are strong enough. There is nothing to fear, and you are not a victim. And if there's anything to fear, it is fear itself. If there's anything to fear, it's to fear your choice of fear. It's to fear your choice of victimization or excuses or pointing the finger or not wanting to take a responsibility or be reliable or stay true to this commitment to yourself. Because it's too hard, or because it's so much easier to just stay where you are. True. It is definitely easier. But loss and lack, there's nothing easy about that. And that is lasting. And we can flip it, and that opposite of loss and lack, the abundance and the infinite energy and supreme love that is on the other end of this is also forever, if that's what we choose. That again is about the legacy building. That is about that standing in the spotlight with your tribe and everybody building this new earth, this new creation, this new life. So it really is a choice, it's all a choice, really. But 7 energy, very, very powerful. So definitely there's going to be a lot more. I'm trying to keep this short. These were supposed to be speed reads, so I won't go too deep into the number 7, but very, very sacred number. As we know, I was born on the 7th, and it's been something that I align with, in regards to affinity to the number 7 and understanding the importance and over multiple traditions. That's how, deep the number 7 is. And we've got 25, 7, and 34. So look into number 7 and get the additional messages for today, because it's definitely going to help you in terms of your focus and when you go through your rituals and your journaling. So hit me up if you need anything. Until later, until tomorrow, almost day 6, Venus direct, and we will redirect, and we are walking through this incredible portal together, and I thank you. Until tomorrow, lest we forget. Time to get back to natural. Peace.